The Russian twist is one of the worst core exercises you can do for disc-related sciatica or leg pain. Same thing goes for common hamstring stretching. Let's go over why today, as well as great modifications. Stay tuned to the end of the video as we're going to show an alternative way to stretch the hamstrings that you may not know of. To demonstrate, I'm going to use footage from an older video we had here on YouTube, which helped thousands of people overcome their sciatica. In the corner, check our video, which covers our favorite exercises that are generally pretty safe for sciatica. Watch the entire thing, you're going to love it.
Maybe starts in the low back here, comes through the glute, comes down the back side of the leg, sometimes past the knee into the calf, sometimes bottom of the foot into the big toe. Sometimes it even just starts here, comes down. Sometimes maybe it's just here, comes down. But it's somewhere along this back side of the chain.
Yeah, and it's usually like a tingly feeling, a numbness, a feeling of tightness. Sometimes it zaps, sometimes things are, again, numb, but sometimes it just feels like a tight hamstring. You don't always have to have back pain with it, it's just leg pain. Mm-hmm. Show me a Russian twist.
Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes weighted.
Sometimes weighted, sometimes weighted. So go ahead and relax. So this is a really popular one. Creates a lot of problems for various reasons. Number one is you're twisting your spine out a little bit. Okay, so if we have, what's this model's name again?
Euvaginaya.
Euvaginaya.
Euvaginaya Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire. And so there's a lot of twisting going on, and so if we have these little holes in the spine right around, or yellow things there, and when you twist up, notice how those holes kind of change, they kind of change size a little bit. See how you can see through and they change size? So sometimes when you're dealing with sciatica, it's right from the back, even though the back doesn't hurt. And so something like a Russian twist is just pissing it off over and over again. And so what's the goal of the Russian twist? I never learned that dance. It's that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do instead. Okay, we're going to go up just like that. Okay, so I want her to go to the point where she feels like her knees are pretty far towards her chest. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and go head up and full exhale until you feel the rib boobs completely go away.
The what?
Rib boobs. The boobs of the ribs. Okay? And so since this movement, it might not be favorable on her back or her sciatica, keep those rib boobs gone, but put your head down.
Oof.
Good, just stay there.
And that's a good oof.
Oh, it's just hard on her.
It's just, yeah, the core is turning on.
Okay, so go to move the hand 1 second.
Okay.
So I see one thing on Dawn. See how there's a, I don't know, might be, you won't be able to see it on camera, but she has what we call a dome. So she's doming, breathe. Okay? So she's doming here, which sometimes people will call diastasis, but it's a sign that she just has inadequate pressure here. So go ahead and stiffen up here or breathe through the sides. Good, so breathe. Perfect. So this is already challenging to her, and then we're going to add one thing is I want you to slowly drop one heel towards the floor. Don't touch the floor.
Okay.
And back up. Okay, keep going. Now sing your favorite song.
God, I can't even think of a song right now.
Yeah?
I literally, the first thing that popped in my head was the ABCs.
The ABCs. Okay, so the reason I'm having you sing a song is because I need you to breathe.
A, B, C, D, F, G.
Locally
World famous. I tried to do the ABC jingle.
Okay, so go ahead and relax. Where do you feel this?
Oh, right here.
Okay, so the breathing part helps out with creating some stiffness, but also you get a lot more belly work with the breathing. Mm-hmm. And then the legs are kind of known as, we call them the driver. And so as the leg goes down, the body has to stiffen up, the belly has to stiffen up so basically it's not gonna move. You don't want to move, but that was more challenging than a Russian twist, right? Mm-hmm. Good, and a lot safer too, especially on sciatica. Now onto the seated toe touch, which is a big mistake for most people. Watch the modification we have at the end.
So let's have you go seated. Show me your hamstring stretch. If you want to stretch your hamstrings before the gym, you're trying to, just loosen them up because they're tight.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's the good one.
So.
I can feel it. I can feel it helping.
Feel it really stretching in that area?
I feel it stretching.
Okay. So one of the reasons we don't want to be doing this, you guys, if you have sciatica symptoms, is one, you can look at his low back and that rounding could be driving some more irritation to the nerves. Number two, you're putting the nerve that supplies that back side of the leg that we talked about on a stretch, on a tension. So although you may feel that stretch in the hamstrings, it feels like maybe you're stretching that muscle, you're actually tensioning that nerve. And sometimes can cause more irritation afterwards. It could give you temporary relief, but then you're just driving more irritation in the first place. So what we'll do instead, if you really want to stretch your hamstrings, just have you lie on your back. Take the low back component out of it. Put one leg down. Good. Bring this one up, knee bent. Good. Hold on to the back of that hamstring. Good. Kick up and down. Kick up and down.
That's better.
So you feel a little bit of a stretch there, but you're also taking that low back component out of it, and that may feel a little bit better on your hamstrings as well.
What if this still hurts? What if it still has the same kind of like good but bad feeling? Is there another way to modify it possibly?
Point the toe.
Yeah, pointing the toe will work. Pointing the toe is one because that relaxes the nerve.
Mm-hmm.
This will light you up. Put your hand right here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I bring my toes up, you'll feel the nerve tighten.
Mm-hmm.
And so this puts the nerve at tension, and sometimes it just doesn't like it.
I put a video in the corner with our favorite exercises we use in our telehealth sessions for sciatica. You're going to enjoy that one. Take advantage of it.
The last one is a stiff-legged deadlift, and this could be with or without weight. So Don's going to demonstrate this, and here we go. Good, so the stiff-legged one is the challenging one here. So let's go ahead and keep those knees as stiff as you can. There you go, and back up. And one more time, and just notice what position she's in. She's basically going to relax.
Okay.
Let's take this away and go ahead and just go down kind of as if you're doing the movement and just pause there. I want her to, again, to notice what position you're in, and then go ahead and sit on your butt.
Sit on my butt.
Yep. And do that hamstring stretch I just did. We're doing the same thing, okay? So an easy thing, again, to putting the nerve on less tension is to simply bend the knees. So go ahead and stand again. So if you want to deadlift, there's not a big problem deadlifting with sciatica, but
So instead of here,
yep, there you go. And so she's bending the knees and she's allowing the hamstrings to do some work while she's decreasing the amount of nerve tension, because the problem is nerve tension. Also what we can do is we can have her spread her feet a little bit. There you go, and go again. And again, a lot of you people who are like bodybuilding and trying to focus on getting the hamstrings with that one exercise, there's other ways to do that too. And it doesn't mean you can't do that again, it just means currently you're driving your own problem to death, because as you see, the movement that bothers it is the stiff knee, the toes up, and the hip bend, especially adding like the low back involved with it.
Now, if you guys need help, we are licensed in different states and offer telehealth services. Reach out to us. Our contact is below. We also have a video in the corner which covers another topic on sciatica that you're going to want to watch. Take advantage. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time.